Hey folks, we have a really good one for you today. We're heading over to San Francisco to see Rick, our good friend over at R Mustangs, which specializes in classic Mustangs and classic Fords. But first, welcome back. Now, before heading over to San Francisco, I wanted to provide a quick update on our car. We're at a situation where we have to either fix it or sell it. There's a major problem going on with this car, and so we've come to a decision on that, which we won't talk about today because we want to focus on Rick. But I wanted to let you guys know, and so if you want to see that video that's coming out later in this week, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so you can be notified when that video comes out. But let's stay positive. Let's go to San Francisco. Let's go see Rick at R Mustangs. We're here at R Mustangs with the owner, Rick. So Rick, tell us how long you've been in business here?
I've been in business in San Francisco 30 years. I've been in this location for about 15.
All right, so tell us what kind of projects you got going on here.
What we got today, what's in here currently is right behind you is a 65 Fastback 289 that we just got out of the body shop. So we're gonna do an assembly on that, got all the new chrome on it, windshield, new headliner, grille, things like that. And up in front of us here against the wall is a 66 convertible 6-cylinder that we're converting to a V8 5-speed. So everything's been done. We're waiting for the motor and transmission to get here so we can put that together, but all the V8 stuff's been done underneath. And
this is the one with the Borgeson, right?
This is the Borgeson that we installed. Again, we like the Borgeson when we're doing power steering conversions. If it's a stock power steering car, we most likely will leave that alone and rebuild the stock system, but these have been great for us, and we just like how clean they are, how there's nothing underneath, all the hoses are on top, you can't go wrong there. And up on the rack we got a 67 convertible 6-cylinder 3-speed, again a V8 front end, V8 rear end, for eventually a V8 conversion that we're going to do in the future. And we just put the 8-inch in the back, a complete drum to drum, rebuilt, detailed, 325 track lock. So he's ready for a V8 if and when that day comes. And off to the left here is a 67 Coupe that we've been working on for about 2 months. This car came to us from a gentleman, and he had two choices. It was restore it or junk it, because the car was very sentimentally valuable to him. So he went with it, and we are going to do it mechanically underneath and then do the drivetrain.
Right, the reason they had to either fix it or junk it is because the trunk, I remember, basically has some rust in there, right?
It's got some rust from sitting outside. The car basically is not it's not a rust bucket, but when you leave these cars outside for decades, there will be holes in the car. And got some projects in the back that are some long-term projects, and under the rack we got a 65 Comet station wagon that I personally bought for myself. Been looking for one for years. Found this one out of Arizona. Showed up 2 weeks ago. I got my hands full, but it's what I like to do.
So why a Comet? Why is this the car for you?
They just are. They don't exist. If you had money to buy one, you couldn't find one for sale. You can buy a convertible, you can buy a Bullet clone, you can buy a Shelby, you can buy a Cobra anytime you want. You can't buy these because they're just not for sale. So when I saw it, I got on it. It's rough. I'm a little old to be getting in the cars in this condition, but I'll do what I can.
Makes sense. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful when you finish it.
It'll be nice, yeah.
Okay, what color are you going to make it, do you think?
It's a Wimbledon white.
Okay.
I like to leave cars their original colors just something personal about it. I'll change other things, but as far as the colors go, I like to leave them alone.
Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Now, this is a beautiful 66, this convertible, it's nice.
It's looking good. Got the clutch pedals in there. If you can see the underneath of it, you can eat off of it. So he's going the distance. Another sentimental car. When people have these cars and they're valuable to them sentimentally, they tend to spend a little more on them than someone who's looking to flip or keep a car for the moment.
So it looks a little high to me. Is that because the suspension and everything, the motor's out?
That's a great question. We put the 5-leaf leaf springs in it, and it's got nothing in the trunk. There's no gas in it. It's pretty light, but it's sitting a little high. We might go down to the mid-eye when he comes in. But believe it or not, sometimes people like him sitting that high. So it may settle in, but the 5-leaf leaf springs are known to be a little bit heavy duty.
All right, so thanks for giving us the time and giving us a walk around of your shop.
No problem.